Welcome to One Up My News, episode 17. We're going to be talking about Bethesda under investigation, Dragon Ball FighterZ is probably saved, and Assassin's Creed is snuck into Monster Hunter. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to One of My News, episode 17. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined by my co-host, as always, Jordan Sims. What's going on?
Nothing much. I have a Willy Wonka style setup today that is very uniquely interesting. So if anything,
You have like a bunch of chocolate bars around you?
Kind of. I have like my mic stand on like a flower pot, and then a shoebox, and then a book. So it's the same level as it normally is on my desk because I'm not recording in my usual location.
Oh yeah, you got like a whole family in your house right now.
A whole group of people. They're like, surprise, it's Christmas. And I'm like, that's awesome. You guys know I record a podcast, right? Like 3 times a week. That just so happens this week. And they're like, oh, okay. So yesterday they left and I forgot to text them when I was done. So they were gone for like hours.
Oh.
And they're like, you never texted us. And I was like, oh yeah, my bad. I've been done for like 3 hours. Whoops. So
I've been listening to the Giant Bombcast, and they've been doing like their best games of the year, and they've been doing like anywhere from like 3 to 6 hour podcasts.
Oh
like
my!
Daily.
I can't
imagine
that. It's hard enough to work for people to work around my schedule, let alone it hits that 2 hour mark. So they're like, okay, like
they're a big. I'm sure they have a studio.
That's true too.
They're not like you need to leave the house for 6 hours. Sorry.
What you been up to?
I'm sure they have a studio and everything dedicated to it.
True, but what you been up to?
Not a lot. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I continue to play that. Should beat it before. I think it's like a 30 to 40 hour game, and I'm close to 20 hours in, I think. So I should beat that. Plenty of time before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
You definitely should beat it. I mean, it's a pretty smooth ride once you get going.
Yeah, I've also been plugging away at the Messenger still. I feel like I'm so close to beating that game. And I want to beat it so badly before I move on to any other games on my Switch.
Okay.
I was gonna say besides the Messenger. No, that is the Messenger. Also, been the holidays recently. There's still some good deals all over the internet, and I picked up Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I had that already at one point, but I sold it or something, so I decided to pick it up again because it's like $19.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it's really good. It's normally like $50 or $60, and Nintendo doesn't normally, it's a big deal when one of their games
goes on sale.
One of their games go on sale, exactly. So I was gonna pick up Dead Cells, which I really want, but it's not on sale, so I'll probably just pick that up later. And I've been looking at some comic books I might pick up, but
okay.
Yeah, I guess I've just been kind of looking online for some stuff to spend my Christmas money on.
Yeah, same. I paid my bills I needed to pay and stuff, and so now I got some Christmas money that people have given me, and I'm like, what am I gonna spend this on? And so I need to do some deep dives into Steam and stuff. I saw that, so there's this game that I've been wanting to play forever, and it's on GOG, but I haven't picked it up yet. Aladdin for the N64.
For the N64?
Mm-hmm.
I know there was one for the SNES.
Maybe that's what it is. My bad. Yeah, the SNES. And I don't know why.
It's not the Capcom game?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, that's that's not for the N64.
The side-scrolling Aladdin game. I don't know why, but I've been wanting to play that for probably a couple months now, and it's been on my wish list for GOG, and GOG sent me an email. And they're like, "Hey, this is on sale," and I'm like, $10 is cheap, and I think it's like $5 right now or something like that. So I'm probably gonna pick that up. That just conversation made me think of that. That I should pick that up with it being a winter.
No, you could get it on GOG or anything.
Yeah, I that's the only place you can get it because I thought about buying a system just to play that game because I really wanted to play it for some weird reason.
Screw that. Just get it. I mean, nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So
if you're gonna do that, if there was no way to buy it legally, I would have just emulated it.
Yeah, but I found it on GOG, which is it kind of that made me fall in love with GOG even more. I was like, that's cool. It has this game that I've been searching everywhere for. But I still can't figure out what the reasoning behind me wanting to play it this bad is. So I don't know.
Did you ever play it as a kid or anything?
I did play as a kid, and I beat it, and I don't know. I can't remember if I just played it a lot as a kid, or if I'm not sure what that is. But I just have really wanted to play it. So I guess if I get it, I'll play it and let people know what I think about it now and how it holds up, and who knows. So I'll let y'all know if I get it next time we talk. So, but that's really it. Just trying to get back into the swing of things with New Year's coming up. It's a big time, or it's supposed to be a big time for where I work. It being a quote unquote fine dining restaurant.
Well, I thought this was y'all's slow season.
Well, it's big for New Year's. They do they do a special. Okay. They do a special menu. Oysters, Rockefeller soup, and all this other stuff. 55-day aged 70-ounce ribeye or however big it is, and different stuff like that. They bring out all the stops for New Year's, and a lot of people come in. I think we have like 400 people scheduled or on the books, whatever you want to call it, for New Year's. So it should be a pretty busy weekend for us there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're going to be working a lot, I guess?
Yeah, I'm scheduled all the way through the 1st. So, and we're open on New Year's too, and we stay open till like 2 or 3 a.m. So
gross. That's gross.
It is gross. But what's also
I guess you're making that money.
That's right. What's also gross is Bethesda's under investigation for Fallout 76 refunds. So
they're having a rough year.
They are. I saw this and I was like, man, people are going to think I'm just on this Bethesda, throw them in the Sarlacc pit train. But, I mean, they
keep doing stupid stuff.
They keep doing stupid stuff. It's so sad.
Well, this isn't really something they did. I mean, it is something they did, but it's something they did already.
That's, yeah.
I love that meme that you texted me with, it had, Bethesda, Blizzard, and a couple more studios that are normally, loved by fans, with nooses around their necks.
Yeah.
And it had EA, and it was James Franco as EA, and he was smiling. It was first time.
Yeah, that's from the Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix. I'm actually watching that right now. Obviously not right now in this instant, but I am. I'm 30 minutes into it or something. It's actually,
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. You were playing. I remember you were playing Pokken one time while we were recording the podcast.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to be a semi-professional at this podcast thing. So Bethesda's under investigation for Fallout 76 refunds. This is coming from
trying to show me up.
So the law.
I guess I gotta turn my Switch off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you grab your Switch. I'll keep talking. The law firm Magelico and Rathod said in a blog post that it launched an investigation into the developer for supposedly, quote, refusing to issue refunds for PC purchases of the game, who found it to be unplayable because of technical problems, end quote. The law firm's post calls Fallout 76 a heavily glitched game. It's important to note that the law firm has not taken any legal action against Bethesda at this time, but it's pretty weird that this is even happening, because poor Bethesda, they just cannot catch a break.
Yeah, I'm saying if they had just put beta on the front of this game, I'm telling you, it would have been such an easier time for them.
Oh yeah, that's true. What
GameSpot reported this. They also said that apparently the law firm said that, quote, while minor bugs and glitches are expected with the release of most new games, Fallout 76 launched with a 56 gigabyte patch that has proven to be but a starting point for the game's problems, end quote.
Yes, that's rough. The law firm has said it's already received more than 200 phone calls and emails about Fallout 76. Another partner at the firm, Jason Rathod, added, quote, the vast majority of them sought a refund and they are not issuing one to me, end quote. The game is unplayable. We are inundated with those types of communications from people. I think people are just seeking to get their money back, end quote. So what people are taking away from this is another play element for Fallout 76 is that the digital edition was released exclusively through Bethesda.net, not through Steam, not through anybody else, and a platform that has a generous refund policy, that being Steam, not Bethesda's own return policy, which states, quote, unopened CDs and DVDs can be returned under the guidelines of our general returns policy, end quote. Quote, digital codes and opened CDs and DVDs cannot be returned under any circumstances, no exceptions to this policy, unless we're prohibited by law. And the last one, please be very careful when purchasing video games at the Bethesda store, end quote. Which, those are some really pretty specific, spot-on return policy details.
Those return policies that sucks. I mean, dang.
The fact that they have to say, please be very careful when purchasing games through our store, like, what? That's so
yeah, just because they apparently you basically can't. Who is buying a physical PC disc in 2018?
Exactly.
Especially online. If you're gonna go to Walmart or GameStop or something, maybe. But who is gonna go to Bethesda's website to purchase a PC game, like a physical copy?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I saw a physical copy of games at Walmart the other day, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, why are they still here? Who's using these? Because
a lot of people, I'll guarantee you.
I'm like, because you still have to have an internet connection to update these games. And sometimes you need the updates to play the game.
I mean, I still buy physical games.
Well, not for PC, though. That's what I was talking about. Specifically.
Yeah, the last physical PC game I bought, I think, was Overwatch. And I think it's just because they had it, like it was on sale or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, yeah, besides that, and I think I bought one more thing in the past several years. It was XCOM. And it was half off. That's when I bought it.
I think the last physical PC game I bought was Sims 3.
Is that the newest Sims?
No, that Sims 4 is the newest Sims.
Okay, yeah. I remember looking at that recently with you.
Yeah, I like the Sims. It's fun to play every once in a while. But, video games are awesome to play. They're great. One thing that makes PC gaming so fun is mods. Bethesda's just kicking people in the teeth about mods. Bethesda's banning modders unless they write an essay on why modding is bad. So, Bethesda sent out bans to players trying to make Fallout 76 more enjoyable.
This is from Reset Era, by the way.
Thank you. It is from that website that Ryan said. So Bethesda's straight up just banning people that are trying to make Fallout 76 more enjoyable by modding the game. Which is, to me, fine. Sure, Bethesda didn't do a good job putting out the game. They should have made the game better. People made mods to make the game more enjoyable. Awesome. Let them do it. It's not hurting anybody. The funny thing is, Bethesda will undo the ban if the players write them an essay apologizing and telling them about how terrible modding is. So,
but Bethesda, their games have been carried for years after release by modders.
Exactly. Skyrim. The reason people still play Skyrim is because of the mods. I mean, it's.
That's an 8-year-old game. People, the community would probably be less than half if it wasn't for the modders.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, this is the stupidest thing. I'm like, but I honestly think that if Bethesda didn't change something drastically in 2019, that they're not going to see 2020. Like, they're just...
No, they're going to see 2020. They're a massive corporation.
I know, but this is just me crossing my fingers and hoping.
ZeniMax.
Oh, that's
Jordan.
true. That's true.
They're not going anywhere. Do you want them to go away? I don't.
No, I don't.
I just want them to stop being pieces of shit.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say,
It's like they've gotten so far up their effing butt crack that they, you're supposed to be the company that does it right, Bethesda. You're not supposed to be the asshole.
That's right.
You're not supposed to be EA. You're not supposed to be Activision. You're supposed to be the company that gamers look towards. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That is...
I don't understand.
That's 100% how I feel.
Have you just been full of garbage the last... I don't know. I don't... Why? Why would... Right, man, honestly, screw you. If this was me, if I was a modder, and they told me to...
write an essay?
To write an essay? I'd write an essay, 3 words, suck my dick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't want to play your garbage game anyway.
Dude, yeah. So, yeah, it's so stupid. They said, the bright spot here is that Bethesda that the bans Bethesda is handing out aren't permanent. It lets players appeal the ban by writing an essay on why third-party apps to cheat is bad. The issue the modding the community has is that while some of the bans seem, righteously handed out for players using mods to gain competitive advantage, others who were banned for merely using a shader mod to improve graphics of the game, Bethesda seems to make no differentiation between mods for cheating and mods for simply meant for customization.
Somebody there's a comment real quick on this forum. It says, "An essay to get unbanned. I wouldn't write a damn fortune cookie to slip to keep playing Fallout 76."
Yeah, but poor Bethesda. I'm just like, what do you?
It's not poor Bethesda. Stop saying poor Bethesda. It's not poor Bethesda.
Oh, I'm just saying
they're making stupid decisions.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, poor them because they're making stupid decisions and they're pissing people off. Like,
I mean, I think, I don't know. It feels
whoever's making these decisions needs to be fired.
Into the forum, and it's like it says the account has violated the code of conduct in terms of service by cheating. The account was detected to be running a third-party application, which provides an unfair in-game advantage while logged into Fallout 76. So, if you would like to appeal this account closure, you would be willing to accept an essay on why the use of third-party cheat software is detrimental to an online game community for our management team to review. Oh my gosh. That is... I think what it is a lot of the modders, I think... Don't quote me on this, but I think they use the same software that some cheaters use to mod.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Because it lets you, I guess, see the game's code and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
But
and I'm
not... Bethesda knows that their games are heavily modded.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you can fight Tomek. I'm pretty sure you can turn the dragon in Skyrim into Tomek's tank engine. I'm pretty sure I've seen.
Oh
that
yeah,
mod.
That's like a really popular mod. I love that. I love that mod so much.
Hilarious.
It's so
stupid. And that's one thing that actually kind of made me want to play Skyrim is the mods. I still haven't. I've played only probably an hour of it.
I've played a lot. I've played a lot of Skyrim.
I know. One of my friends is in his 12th playthrough of Skyrim or whatever.
Jeez.
He's played that game so much, but he loves it. He loves it to death.
It's a great game.
And
it's a great game. But also at the same time, they cannot keep. It's baffling how they can release such a
shitty game.
Like an unfinished game.
Yeah.
And act like it, and then act like this.
Yeah.
You can't do. It'd be different if they were releasing The Witcher 3, and then maybe they would have an excuse.
Exactly.
There is no excuse whatsoever. Make your get if they release. You were talking about Bethesda not being around in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
If they release a game in the state of this game or even Skyrim in 2020 or 2022, when what's the name of that game by CD Projekt Red that's coming out?
Cyberpunk 2077?
Yes, when Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be out, when the Death Stranding is coming out, these games that are not going to glitch, I guarantee you, at all. That's going to be trouble.
Yeah, it is.
The Witcher 3 made Skyrim. I understand the game is an older game, but they just released a game this year that is a broken mess. The Witcher 3 did not break. Period.
Yep.
And that game could do almost as much as a lot of the games that Bethesda releases, and it just didn't.
100%. It's just
all.
Bethesda definitely needs to.
I don't know. I am worried if they don't start getting their stuff together that they could be in trouble. But I don't know. I'm tired of ranting on this. Let's go ahead and move on to the next bit of news here. So, if you're unaware, recently Dragon Ball Fighter tournaments. Several tournaments. Yes, thank you. For this year's huge fighter have been canceled, leading many to suspect that the game may not be supported actually, in the future at all. Many people thought, I don't know, maybe this won't be at EVO next year, which is really bad because this was the most popular game at EVO. It had the best moment Sonic Fox came back to win, and I believe it was like by far the biggest, besides maybe Street Fighter V or something.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's tons of people that tuned into this, and
hundreds of thousands of people
that either don't. I know some of them. They were like, I've never watched games before, or I don't play games. There's just tons of people that wanted to see what this was all about. They loved the anime, but they never really, got into video games or something like that. This game just brought together tons and tons of different, beautiful communities to enjoy this game. So it's just crazy to see that it got canceled just randomly.
Well, yeah, the tournaments got canceled. But fortunately, Bandai Namco's, I'm sorry, I'm going to mispronounce your name, Katsurio Harada.
That's a pretty good pronunciation.
Linked, I don't know why I rolled my R's, I thought it might be.
Sure.
Linked the following in his Twitter to everyone he said, quote, to everyone in the Dragon Ball FighterZ, Tekken, and Soul Calibur community. I scrolled too far. I wanted to notify everyone that I have become the leader and supervisor of Bandai Namco's fighting game esports strategy team today. Of course, I'll continue to produce the game as well. That was in quotation marks. And first, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who held and or participated in various tournaments this year. We at Bandai Namco are committed to expand the horizons of both tournament and community scenes of three franchises. We are already planning, excuse me, it's a long quote. We are already planning to have as many official tournaments as possible for next year while continue supporting tournaments held by the community. Furthermore, we are dedicated to figure out ways that we can assist tournaments and community activities in the future. If you have any questions or inquiries about holding or participating in a tournament in your area, please contact Bandai Namco in your respective region. We will continue to bring the ultimate experience through Bandai Namco fighting games next year. Thank you. I almost read the next news.
Wonderful job to Mr. Hadra, because that's amazing. Good for him. Because before we started recording, we were like, oh no, there's no reason behind this. We don't know why it was canceled. And he came out and was like, guys, it's okay. I'm here. People
were trying to figure out what was happening, who was responsible for this. I never did figure out who was responsible. A lot of people were thinking Toei Animation might be responsible. Someone tweeted at them, why are you doing this? And they actually replied and were like, we have no idea what's going on here. So yeah, it wasn't them. But it seems like this may be fixed after all. I don't know, maybe even this, if they support guys like this, maybe even oh my gosh, what's the name of that? Jump Force might be supported. Although it's not a traditional fighter, so we'll have to see.
I think Jump Force will. I think it might have one or two tournaments, but it definitely won't see the scene like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Tekken or Soul Calibur. In my opinion,
probably not. It still looks awesome, but yeah, this is nothing but good news for the fighting game community. Bandai Namco makes some great fighting games.
They do. They really do know what they're doing.
And I think they make. I could be wrong, but I think that they make. Oh my gosh! Super Smash Brothers. Hold on. Or they helped make it.
I think they helped make it. I'm pretty sure.
Bandai Namco Super Smash Brothers. I'm just looking at this up real quick.
Okay, heard that.
Bandai Namco is the head developer for Super Smash Bros. 4 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing, especially with like very unique fighting games. Like Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. That game is really fun to watch and has great animations. I will say they'd really botched the My Hero 1 Justice though. So they really did.
And they knew Jump Force was coming out. They're like, we don't care about this.
I mean, now that I see that Deku is going to be in Jump Force, I'm pretty sure that's why the My Hero 1 Justice is like a hot bag of flaming garbage. So yeah, I think that's my biggest gaming regret of 2018 is pre-ordering that game and also paying $60 for it.
I cannot believe you pre-ordered that game.
I should have known. I should have known since I pre-ordered.
I mean, it didn't look good. It looked more like a PS3 game to me.
I know, and I should have known because I did the exact same thing with PlayStation All-Stars. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. And I pre-ordered it, and I got it, and I had some fun. And then they stopped supporting the servers. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with My Hero 1 Justice. But whatever. I don't care. Let's talk about some more unfortunate news. Bloodstained is canceled for Linux and Mac support. This is coming from Polygon. So Bloodstained
probably scared somebody there for half a second when Bloodstained is canceled.
Yep.
That game, I'm super excited about this game, but yeah.
Yes. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night from former Castlevania producer Koji Ishigarasa will no longer support Mac.
What's that name? Igarashi.
Thank you, Igarashi.
I think I know his name. I might have been mispronouncing it all these years, but okay, no. Yeah, Igarashi.
Yes, will no longer support Mac or Linux. This news comes shortly after the cancellation of the PS Vita version earlier in this year. This quote comes from the Kickstarter where he posted it himself. Quote, Bloodstained will no longer be supported on Mac and Linux, he wrote. We have made this tough decision due to challenges in supporting my middleware and online feature support and making sure we deliver on the rest of the scope.
Hey.
Yes.
Cut that. I burped and then bumped my elbow. So can we cut that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure to give say who did this, by the way.
Yes, I did.
Like
okay,
the articles. Did you say Polygon?
I think I did.
Yeah, you can just start whenever. I'll try not to burp like a horrifying monster.
So this quote is from his Kickstarter. He posted this himself. Quote, Bloodstained will no longer be supported on Mac and Linux. We have made this tough decision due to challenges of supporting middleware and online feature support and are making sure we deliver on the rest of the scope of the game. We will be offering backers who plan to buy the game on Mac and Linux the option to change the platform of their order, end quote.
Nice. That's good. That's always good.
It is always good. The post included information on how to contact their team to make your request. The team remains on track to produce versions for PlayStation 4, Windows PC, and Xbox One, which is great for all those platforms. But I like that they're giving it. You'll still be able to change the platform of your order. But I definitely know this is like, a kind of a jab in the gut to people that enjoy playing games on Mac and Linux. Because the way I feel about things is if you're able to put it on that platform, put it on the platform, and if you can put it on the platform and it will be an enjoyable experience for that person, put it on the platform so that everybody can game on what they want to game on.
I kind of disagree.
Okay, we can have a discussion. We can have a discussion about that one day.
Okay.
But I'm glad that this is gonna keep coming out, and that this has been around since 2015 when they raised.
Man, this has been delayed.
It has
too many times.
They raised $5.5 million. Nearly with almost 70,000 backers, which is amazing.
Very good.
People are really excited for this game. Obviously it's been pushed back for a little bit. But hopefully it'll actually come out soon. It'll come out. It'll come out in 2019.
Next year, hopefully.
So,
I'm super excited about this game. I'm not surprised. Just because Mac and Linux don't have. Mac has a lot of users. It just doesn't have a lot of users that play. Games, and then Linux doesn't have has a fairly small user base, I believe.
Yeah, Linux is really just used for people that are. I guess just more from the developer
nerds.
Smarter people. So.
So it may just not have been financially wise for them to put develop, the game on the systems. Yeah,
develop
exactly.
And then also support it for both those systems because with Windows and Mac it's like okay, here's the latest edition of Mac, here's the latest edition of Windows. With Linux, it's like. Well, we got to support Ubuntu and whatever the other ones people use is, because there's tons of different versions of Linux. So I get why they didn't do that because,
Same thing, same reason that they did it for Vita.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, I was surprised when they were like, this is coming out for Vita. I'm like, no way. This is not coming out for Vita. There's no reason for this to come out for Vita at all.
Yeah, it sucks. But, Vita, as far as I'm aware, has a very loyal fan base. They just don't have as many customers, like the attach rate to games for Vita is very high, but I guess I just didn't think it was financially viable. I just wanted it to come up for Switch, honestly.
I thought it was coming out for Switch, but that was a different game. So this would be a fun Switch game, but I'm probably gonna pick it up on PC just because I know I can go get it on Steam right now if I wanted to, or the early access. But that was from Polygon, by the way. I can't remember if I said that or not. I'm bad about just going into articles and not telling our wonderful people where we get it from. So
okay, so this next bit of news, we got Monster Hunter Assassin's Creed has gotten some crossover content according to Kotaku. So Monster Hunter has a history of doing crossovers. I believe they have. Let me check, but yeah, I remember that they had Horizon Zero Dawn content, Final Fantasy content, and Devil May Cry content in the past, and they're doing it with Assassin's Creed now. It only made sense, obviously. So to get the gear, it seems like you need to participate in a new quest called Silent, Deadly, and Fierce. That's about it, honestly. You can look like the guy from Assassin's Creed Origins, or you can get an Ezio Auditore cloak,
which is pretty awesome. You can definitely check those out if you are an Assassin's Creed fan, or if you play Monster Hunter World, which is, I feel like Monster Hunter World, it's going to be supported for a very long time. People are loving it. They've done a fantastic job with the game, and I really wish I had time and time to put into it, because I'd love to play it, but it's just not my type of game at this moment in time. This next article, which is coming from Only SP, is about Atlas registering new trademarks. A marketing company called Ruse Office, associated with Atlas, has registered several Persona-related domains, which are titled Persona 5 R.jp, P5S JP, Persona 5S JP, Persona 5 MJP, P5M.jp, P5B.jp, and finally P5B.jp.
Wonder if that JP is Japan.
Probably. Most definitely.
Yeah, so people are like, oh man, Persona 5 on Switch. That would be cool. I don't know if that would happen because it is an exclusive to PS4. It also says no other details have been revealed to what these domains could mean for the franchise. However, given Joker's inclusion in the first DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a strong possibility is that Atlas may be porting an updated version of the game to Switch. I'm assuming that's their opinion. I don't know if it's a strong possibility, but they might be putting something on there.
Maybe. Who knows? That'd be interesting. I know all the Persona fans are very happy about this. I still have yet to play a Persona game. It is on my list. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. I promise. I'm going to play Persona 4 Golden. I just don't know when. So, I will.
It's a pretty long game.
I know.
So, you better chop.
I know. Chop. Got to get to it. Okay. This next one is kind of a funny piece of news. At least I find it amusing. It's coming from Polygon. Blizzard's trying to clean up Twitch chat by linking it with Battle.net. So over the next couple weeks during the Overwatch Contenders quarterfinals, Blizzard will be trying a new system to try to combat toxicity in Twitch chat. Polygon says that viewers who participate in Twitch chat during Overwatch Contender streams will need to link their Battle.net accounts with their Twitch accounts. The restriction, Blizzard hopes, will lead to, quote, a more positive viewing experience, end quote. Blizzard has made no mention of any punishment for offenders. I guess Blizzard doesn't read their chat in Overwatch or their game because tons of people...
They do. That's why they're trying to do this.
Well, yeah, but I feel like Twitch chat isn't as toxic. It might not. I don't know. I'm not in Twitch chat a lot.
Twitch chat is pretty toxic.
Well, I guess I just always maximize the screen and I don't really interact with the chat unless I'm I think
it all depends on the streamer,
that's true
honestly.
Too. I agree, but
there's no way. I don't think. I wonder if it's as bad as YouTube comments are a cesspool.
Oh
I don't know if it's as bad as that.
Yeah, I recently watched videos of people reading their mean comments and stuff on YouTube, and some of them are terrible. Some of you people out there are just so mean. Why are you that mean? Just go play Doki Doki Literature Club and think about your life.
I once posted. I've only posted a few comments on YouTube because I've learned from my mistakes. I was like, I posted basically an anti-pirating. I was like, pirating is dumb, and people were like, no man, we hate you. We hope you die and go to hell.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't. I won't be able to get their money.
Yeah, man.
No, they don't deserve money. They're doing something they love. They should do it for free.
Oh my. Yeah, people on the internet are definitely.
I was like,
they
okay, I
start
guess.
acting crazy.
Y'all are insane.
Yeah,
Say it in YouTube comments.
That's right. Insane YouTube comments. Yeah, Twitch chat. They do say a lot of terrible things, especially to women streamers, which, in my opinion, can be
Get good moderators.
Exactly. People are just mean to people in general, which is sad. I wish people were just nicer to each other. But I'm definitely one to just cut somebody down to size if I need to. I'll definitely be savage and be like, look, you need to stop being, So just, and people are like, what? And I'm like, look, you just need to be a better person, okay? I'm not saying I'm a great person. I'm not even really a good person. I'm just saying that you need to be a better person. That was a weird rant. Yeah, so Blizzard hopes to clean up Twitch toxicity with linking it to Battle.net, which hopefully will work, which is...
I'm interested. I don't know. I doubt this will work at all, honestly. But I'm interested to see if it helps at all.
Yeah, and so just for those of you that are wondering when this is going to roll out, the first test of this is going to obviously, like we said before, during the Overwatch Contenders Season 3 quarterfinals, which is running now, when you listen to this, through January 12th, 2019. So that's pretty awesome. Check it out if you're interested to it. No word if it's going to be a permanent thing, like if it's going to be like automatically implemented where these two interact. So just let us know what you think about that.
I think that's it for the news, though.
Yep, that's it.
We got some deals for you, though.
We do.
Also, before we start saying this, though, just check Steam, PlayStation, Switch, whatever, because there's still deals going on.
That is true.
All over the place.
There is. And even check your online stores. I don't know what's happening to my voice right now. I just drank some water. I guess it's just tired. Yeah, so just check your local stores for deals, because sometimes the in-store deal is better than the online deal. Just, look around, do some browsing to see where you can put your hard-earned money. So, you want to tell them about the deals? The first one up. Hello?
No.
No? You don't want to tell them?
Hold on, cut that. I don't... no, I don't like that. I don't like when we ask the other person to do something.
Oh, okay. Heard. Got it.
I think it sounds weird.
Heard that. Okay, now that I think about it, it does sound weird. Okay.
You can just read it since you were talking last.
Okay, heard that.
What's that sound?
I think it was me writing.
It's like...
Yeah, I think you heard me writing. So these deals we have going on for the month of January, which are pretty great. You got PlayStation Plus games for January 2019. For PS4, you have Steep, Portal Knight, Fallen Legion, Flames of the Rebellion.
That's a name.
Which is also on PS Vita. And for PS3, which is still getting stuff, so good for you PS3 owners. It's just kind of cool. You got Zone of the Enders HD Collection and Amplitude. And then
that's pretty good. That's some actually decent games for PS3.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Never played either one of those. And then finally, for PS Vita, we have Fallen Legion, Flames of Rebellion, which we previously mentioned.
Just mentioned, yeah.
And Super Mutant Alien Assault, which actually sounds pretty fun, but it also might be terrible. But it's free, so try it out.
We also got Twitch Prime deals, or free games, which is going to end January. This isn't really for next month, or for January. This is more for like, oh wait, no, hold on. Okay, these were announced this month. Okay. So we just didn't announce. We didn't talk about it earlier. This is the Devolver Digital Holiday Pack, and this is going to end January the 31st. It's going to be you're going to get Broforce, Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number, The Messenger, dang, STRAFE, Crossing Souls, and the Swords of Ditto. There's some straight up amazing games in the list. So y'all need to go get this.
Exactly.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, I already own STRAFE, but I know the message is great, but I don't know anything about Sword of Ditto, but it sounds interesting.
I've never heard of that game.
I kind of want to look at. I'm gonna have to look it up after the show and see what it's about.
There's some other really good games. Broforce, Hotline Miami, The Messenger. Those are all great games.
They are. So that's really it for the deals and everything. You'll hear from us again on Wednesday when I think that's New Year's, isn't it? I do believe it is.
What's today? No. New Year's is Monday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you'll hear from us on Tuesday. So it'll be the New Year.
No, it'll be Wednesday. Wait.
It'll
be Wednesday.
Yeah.
It'll still be Wednesday.
It'll still be Wednesday. Listen to what Ryan said. Disregard what I just said. Yeah. Sorry. My bad for confusing y'all. Yeah. But since this is going to be our last episode for 2018, we definitely appreciate y'all ever so much for listening to us and coming on this journey with us. It's been amazing. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for 2019. We're working on some stuff and still ironing out some details. But we really do appreciate y'all listening to us and telling people about us and leaving us reviews and just interacting with us. It's been awesome. I can't wait to see what 2019 holds. Let's see. I guess we'll do the intro now. Sorry, the outro.
The intro.
Outro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to.
Well, as always, our intro and outro song for One Up My News is "Back to Business" by the Healy Brothers. We also do a topical show, which we mentioned previously, called One Up Me on Wednesdays. It has its own RSS feed, so check it out. It'll be on the show notes as always. You're more than welcome to interact with us on our social media. We have an Instagram. It is One Up Me Gaming. We have a Reddit and a Discord, which are also in the description. We have a Patreon. You're more than welcome to come interact with us on there, support us. If you give us $1 a month. Oh, we finally named the Patreon tiers.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
That's true.
We forgot to announce this. Ryan came up with the idea, which is awesome. You got player 4 all the way through player 1. So the player 4 is going to be $1 and so forth. Obviously, we don't have a player 1 yet because we haven't figured out. We don't need that tier yet. So we haven't released player 1, but that will.
I've got some ideas.
Yeah. So we got some ideas we're working on, but when we get there, we'll release player 1.
So player 1, I'll for $1,000. I'll stop knocking my microphone every 5 seconds.
It's okay. I keep jittering with the flower pot that my microphone's on, so I'm really scared it's gonna fall, but it hasn't yet. So. But if you support us on Patreon, we really, really do appreciate it. It is phenomenal. And so this is what you get if you support us on Patreon. You can, for $1 a month, you get One Up My News early. For $2 a month, you get One Up My News and One Up Me early. And for $5 a month, you get all the previous rewards and articles early when we write those. That'd be amazing if you guys want to check it out. It's just going to be it's going to be patreon.com/oneupme. We have a website, oneupmegaming.com. It's the hub for everything One Up Me. And you can check us out on there if you want. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can use the hashtag #playon, the hashtag #AskOneUpMe to submit your questions to the show. Or you can just straight, at us. We're fine with that too. Our Twitter podcast is One Up Me Podcast. And my podcast, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. My Twitter is at Aswaylock, and Ryan's Twitter is at Ryan Divisions on Twitter. You're more than welcome to interact with us on there. Just, let us know how you're doing. Let us know what your New Year's resolutions are. Let us know what games you want to play in 2019. Also, our Game of the Year discussion our Game of the Year, awards ceremony, discussion, whatever you want to call it, is coming out soon.
We can just do that next week.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Tuesday or shoot for that. We'll see what happens, but we can shoot for that.
Yeah, we'll definitely shoot for that. If you want to email the show, you are more than welcome to. It is always open for listeners, fans, whatever you want to email, just as long as it's safe for work. You can email us questions, comments, concerns, topics you want us to cover, anything. We might answer on the show, we might not, but you can even put, hey, will you talk about this on the show? And we can definitely
Yeah. Leave us a review on iTunes or whatever podcast service you listen to.
Of course. And we definitely have an Amazon affiliate link. It's going to be in the description. You can click on it if you shop on Amazon. You can just buy stuff like you regularly do, and it gives us a kickback. And like as always, that was a really weird phrase. I need somebody
you having some trouble, buddy?
I am having some, well, it's not, yes. I could come up with excuses all day, but yes, I am having some trouble today. My mind is kind of like smoothies. So.
What?
Yeah, my mind's kind of.
I need a t-shirt that says that. My mind is kind of like smoothies.
Yeah, I'd wear that shirt. But what I'm trying to say is wear
that Who Has shirt that we found on
dude
on the website.
You didn't never send that to me unless you sent it to me on
Dang,
Discord.
I didn't. Go listen to our Patreon episode. We talk about Who Has. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we did Oh, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for reminding me. We do Patreon exclusive episodes. So we do.
Oh yeah, duh. We didn't even mention that.
We do one every month. So we just did our third one for Christmas, and it was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was awesome. It was so much fun to talk about that. And then we did 2 other ones that are just as spectacular and awesome. We did Danny Phantom, where we watched all the Danny Phantom episodes, and that's probably one of my favorites. I think
I think the Grinch. I love the Grinch one. The Grinch one, because they're so weird and stupid.
They are weird and stupid. We watched all the Danny Phantom, and then we did our second one we ever did was Toonami. And so let us know what you want us to do for January. We forget about those sometimes. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you from the bottoms of our hearts, the tip of our toes. Keep playing video games. Have a wonderful, amazing New Year's. Please be safe traveling. Let us know what your New Year's resolutions are and what your New Year's traditions are. And as always, play on.